used to think money problems were mostly about working harder, but that is not the full story. In the Almanack of Naval Ravikant, I found a much sharper idea. Some people do not just earn more because they try more. They earn more because they build value that can scale. That is the real shift here. This book is not about cutting coffee or hunting tiny savings. It is about asking a bigger question. How do I become so useful that my work can grow without me doing every single hour by hand? What I like about this idea is how honest it feels. A lot of people are busy, tired, and still stuck. I used to feel that way too. I was doing a lot, but not moving far. And this is where it gets interesting. Naval's answer is not luck. It is not status. It is not hype. It is clear thinking, specific skill, and leverage. Those three ideas can change how you see work, money, and freedom. The first big idea is simple, but I think it changes everything. Naval says wealth is not the same as status. Status is about looking important. Wealth is about having things that work for you, even when you are not in the room. That difference matters because status can fool you. It can make you spend more, chase more, and compare more. Wealth is quieter. It looks like ownership. It looks like systems. It looks like assets that can earn while you sleep. For me, this is one of those ideas that feels small at first and huge later. A lot of people feel behind because they are playing the wrong game. They buy things to look successful, but they do not build things that create freedom. Naval is basically saying, do not get trapped trying to impress people who do not matter. Build value instead. Build something real. That could be a business, a product, a skill set, or even a platform that grows over time. Wealth is not flash. It is freedom in a quiet form. The next idea is one I really respect because it is so practical. Naval calls it specific knowledge. That means the kind of skill that fits you well, but is hard for other people to copy. What I like about this idea is that it pulls you out of fake competition. You do not need to be the same as everyone else. You need to be the person who combines things in a rare way. Maybe you understand design and people. Maybe you understand tech and writing. Maybe you can explain hard ideas in a simple way. That is the point. The market pays for what is rare and useful. I think this is where a lot of people get stuck. They try to follow a path that looks safe, but it does not fit them. Then they feel tired and confused. Naval pushes the opposite. He says follow what feels natural, what feels like play, and what you can keep getting better at for years. Here's the weird part. The thing that feels easiest to you may be the thing other people value most. This is the center of the whole book for me. Leverage. Once you have something valuable, leverage lets that value reach more people without adding the same amount of work. Naval talks about a few kinds. Labor is other people helping you. Capital is money helping you. Code is software that can work again and again. Media is content that can reach people again and again. But the big modern idea is this. Code and media are permissionless. You can build them without waiting for someone to say yes. That is why this hits so hard in the internet age. One app, one video, one course, one newsletter, one product. It can travel farther than one person ever could by hand. I think this is where the book becomes real. It is not saying work less and hope for magic. It is saying build once, help many, and let your best work keep going. But here is the deeper point. Leverage only works well when it sits on top of good judgment and real skill. Otherwise, you are just scaling noise. Naval keeps coming back to a simple rule. Play long-term games with long-term people. I love how plain that is. It sounds easy, but it cuts deep. If you want real results, trust has to grow over time. Good work, honest work, and steady work all compound. That means your name matters, your habits matter, the way you treat people matters. This also connects to judgment. The book does not just say work harder. It says think better. Learn to see through hype. Learn to ask better questions. Learn not to chase every shiny thing. For me, this is one of the clearest parts of the whole message. A lot of pain comes from bad decisions made too fast. People pick the wrong path, the wrong partner, the wrong goal, and then wonder why life feels heavy. Naval is teaching a slower kind of power, the kind that grows because you stay honest, stay patient, and keep choosing the long game. That is not flashy, but it works. What stays with me most is this. Wealth is not just about money. It is about freedom, judgment, and building something that lasts. The book's real lesson is not get rich fast. It is become valuable in a way that can scale. If I put it in one simple line, it would be this. Find your specific knowledge, use leverage, and play the long game. That is why this book matters to me. I know how easy it is to stay busy and still feel stuck. I know what it feels like to chase noise instead of clarity. This book pulls me back to what actually changes a life. So if I had to leave you with one truth, it is this. Do not just try to earn more. Try to think better, build better, and own more of what you create. If you want more book ideas made simple, subscribe to the 5-Minute Shelf.